Hello, my dear people. Let's continue. As I said, wait, I need some lofi music first. I'm sorry. I want some lofi music first. Yeah, I said lofi. Yeah. This is cool, right? Let's just all breathe in, breathe out, relax. Appreciate appreciate what we have. Appreciate what we have. If there is something we're not happy about, also do not hesitate to admit that there is something you're not happy about, but you're working on it. So, today we have few really interesting cases. So, let's see. Let's see what people are suffering with. My girlfriend screwed up bad and now she hates herself. I'm 35 male, have been together almost 6 years with my girlfriend 27. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my microphone. Almost 6 years with my girlfriend, 27 female, who I've lived with for most of that time. A few months back, she was sick in bed and she started talking to some guy on Instagram in another state. And it got very inappropriate. It looks like she wasn't that sick. She immediately, the very next day, told me everything without me finding out. What an honest human being. Now that kind of that good quality, but the other question is why you got into inappropriate texting with another man when you're 6 years in relationships and you're still together, right? She felt absolutely horrible and spent weeks profusely apologizing. I wouldn't even touch her for a long time, but eventually we talked everything through to where we were on the same page and understanding what happened. In my mind, we had actually grown closer somehow because we finally talked through a bunch of stuff that we had been neglecting. That's actually a good thing to do. I know how it feels. But the other problem is why the stuff was neglecting. Like I feel like my fiance, I really appreciate what he's doing. He's sometimes like probably once a month, uh, he just asked me to talk and he just asking, how's everything going? Is there something that bother you? Is there something that you don't like? How you think our relationship's going? And first, for me, it was weird. But then I realized that this is the perfect opportunity to tell if something really bothering you. Because if you will keep quiet, at some point it will bother you so much that you will not be able to talk about this in normal adequate way. You will came with complaint, with yelling, because you're already annoyed so much. So yeah, please guys, girls, do not keep quiet if something is bothering you. Talk about this while you in normal state, while you're not mad. Okay, in my mind, we had actually grown closer. Oh, okay. And I eventually was able to forgive her. I cannot stress enough how willing she was to do whatever it took to make things right, and she told me many times while bowling that I am who she wants. I have another question. Why you talk through? Why you not mentioning what was the reason? What was the reason? Why she started to talk to another guy? That's the main problem here. Always find the root cause. Maybe she missed something. Maybe she need more romantic. I don't know. But what was the reason why she started to talk to another guy? The way that she feel guilty and she is ready to do whatever he asked, whatever he will ask to make him forgive her, that's fine. That's good. But what was the reason? Did they fix the root cause? Cut to about 4 months later, and now the last few weeks she has been somewhat distant, and I've noticed. I finally got her to tell me why, and she said she admitted that she just absolutely hates herself now. She feels guilty all the time. Anytime I do anything nice for her, anytime I touch her, she feels horrible guilt. And anytime I try to help her feel better, she feels more guilt. I don't know what to do. Can we fix this? I think you can. Again, my favorite strategy. I talked about this 100 times. and I will keep talking about this. If things like that happening, you experience some, you got some negative experience from this person, it's always better to make a distance. It's always better to make a distance. She need to be by herself for some time. She need to figure out the stuff. She need to figure out her feelings, and she need to think it through. Okay? The same way he also, like, it's very good that he's so calm and he's so understandable. That's nice. But she now like drowning into guilt. So first, reach out to the therapist, and second, I would suggest just make a distance. Make a distance for her, because the problem is she cannot forgive herself. You forgave her, that's good, but she cannot forgive herself. She's still in that state. She's still stuck in there. So that's actually how this is happening, right? If you're doing some shit to your partner and you feel bad about that, and you don't, that's the funniest thing, actually. Sometimes people doesn't want to let go this feeling of guilty, because they feel like if they will let go, it means they do not care anymore. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like she's torturing herself. She's beating up mentally herself to like, I don't know, to punish. Yeah, probably the right word here is to punish herself for what she'd done, so she cannot forgive herself. So somebody need to explain her that if you did some mistakes, it's fine. You make a conclusions, you make some, you changing, you became new person, and you let this situation go. Because while she will not forgive herself, she still will be a cheater. She still will be in that previous state when she were able to talk to the guys. Because she cannot let it go. She's not moving on. So she needs to find a good therapist who will help her to forgive herself and realize that torturing herself, it will not make it better. It will not cause anything. There will be no day when you will be like, okay, I punished myself enough, now I'm good. That's never come. You either let it go, or you will struggle with that and you guys will just break up. Let's see the next one. I'm losing attraction to my partner and I don't know what to do. This is a hard one. We've been together 7.5 years, have 2 young children, a whole damn life together. We have little support with the kids, which is probably important context as we get very little time together as a couple, and may contribute to the imbalance of positive versus negative experiences together. We're pretty stressed and burned out a lot of the time. Why are you not hiring somebody, like nanny or somebody to help with the kids and to have some rest together? I've been SHM. What that? I never knew what is SAHM. Let me Google it. Chat, if some of you know, please let me know, because I have no idea what is this Sahm Sahm thing. Let me Google it. Let me chat GPT it. Because I've seen it like a lot of times, but I still cannot understand what the heck is mean. What is Sahm? Let's see. Come on, ChatGPT, come on, you can do this. Stay-at-home mom. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Stay-at-home mom. Okay. Now I know. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 3.5 years. Recently gone back to work. He's a business owner who works a lot, as that's what being a business owner is like. Yeah, makes sense. He's a great father. We're a good team at home. Yes, we've had our fair share of issues surrounding the mental load and shared responsibility, but things are always generally improving. That's great. Even after 7.5 years together, she's still like thinking like this about her relationships. I think that's great. Please comment on how well we function as a couple, team, and parent our kids. Now, how do we know what we should comment here? We don't know. You should comment what's your relationships. You already did. It's not for us to judge or to evaluate. The issue is just connecting on a personal level, I guess. There are so many micro moments that have been rather off-putting to me over the years that I guess have culminated into a general downfall of attraction to him. He's quite intolerable of others, has become rather judgmental and negative. He's very narrow-minded about the definition of healthy and has become very vocal about his distaste to people who don't fit into that box. For example, says negative things about fat people all the time. I did never understand why telling negative things about anybody. Like, why you care? It's not your business. Somebody's fat, it's their problem, not yours. Why you care? He is very critical of his mother because of her weight, to the point he mentioned it almost any time I bring her up, makes immature jokes about others, makes racist, transphobic, bigoted. What is bigoted? Chat, do you know what is bigoted? Thinks sometimes. In general, just doesn't try to see the good in people, which is something I always try to do. Wait, what age? 32 and 40. Very similar to my ex, actually, but he always was saying negative things about other people. It was all the time. Like, only his parents are good, all other people are bad. Unless it's a person who really have a bunch of achievements, then he may say something good about this person. But most of the time, everybody bad. It's kind of like, you know, when people struggle with their own self-esteem, and instead of working on themselves, they would rather say negative things about other people. Because it's very easy. For example, let's say I'm overweight. What options I have? I have option to go to the gym, start good health eating, right? Lose weight, get fit, and like myself, right? But that's the hard way and long way. Or I can pay attention to all fat people and noticing that I look much better than them. Okay, I'm not that bad. Look at this. This is a bad person. I'm not that bad, actually. So comparison, how you call it. This is the worst. This is the worst. You should not compare yourself. It's like... So sometimes this negativity is when person is insecure. Because secure, confident person, he doesn't need to talk negatively about other people. He's happy where he is. And he's just... life is good, everybody's good, everything is perfect. I feel like I'm lighthearted, upbeat person who tries to always see good in others and the world, partner to someone who is very serious and negative and doesn't try to go out into the world and leave it a better place. That's general gist anyway. Obviously, reading all that, it's like, this dude sounds like he sucks, but it's just confusing because I know so many facets of him and they are very caring, tender, and sweet sides to him. I also don't believe this is who he was when I met him. You met him, what, 7 years ago? People changing. People always changing. And the more grown up they begin, usually, if there is no self-awareness, usually they became more and more annoying with age. And sweet sides to him, I also don't believe this is who he was when I met him, but the ugly parts of him are just so there for me lately, and I'm like, oh, do I need to leave this person? Could this be fixed? Is this worth blowing up my whole damn family over? I know he's capable of kindness, love, open-mindedness, because that's who I fell in love with. I spoke to his mother recently, and she also said she feels he's changed. I blame algorithms for playing some role in breeding everyone's intolerance of others, but I also feel algorithms only have so much power. What algorithms? Like social media algorithms? What you talking about? Has anyone been in my position? I truly don't know what to do or how to approach this. I know he senses something is up with me at the moment, and I'm dreading the conversation because I don't know how to have it. I don't know. I would recommend to maybe talk with him more. Just ask him questions like, why do you need to criticize this person? why you feel need to talk negative things about fat people? What do you feel when you're doing this? You feel that you're better, that you're not that fat, that means you're better? Something like that. Like jokes also, like why are you making that joke? Do you think really that it's funny, or I don't know? It's like he's 40, so it's a bit of late for how you call it, like middle age crisis. I would try to talk to him and try to figure out what was the reason of that. Was he always like that? No, she said that he wasn't. Like people change. Yeah, people change, and it's fine sometimes to just got separated because this person changed so much that you don't want to be with this person anymore. It also depends on what impact it have on her. If she really feels like it's putting her down, that she feels like she's carrying a burden with listening to him, dealing with him, then it's better to at least try to separate from each other, at least. Then see. I'm trying to think like what would make me talk bad about people all the time. Not sometimes when you're not in the mood or when I have my periods or something, but all the time. Usually it's my own insecurities. Usually it's my own insecurities. I don't see another options. Type in the comment, what do you think, guys? Do you think it's something that do you think there's other reasons for that? Maybe he got some brain damage, I don't know. Hard to say. My ex-fiance broke with me after 5.5 years together. Some advice, please. My ex-fiance, male 32, and I, female 30, were together for 5.5 years and engaged for about 3. Oh, that's good. We were fully planning our wedding, venue booked, save the dates, sent everything, and about 8 months before the wedding, last July, he ended things. His main reasoning was that he needed to focus on himself and be selfish for once. That's interesting. I have already a lot to say, but I will not push my horses now. I will wait till we finish reading this. The confusing part is that he called me the very next day saying he didn't actually want to break up and still wanted to marry me. Oh, a bit late. Very next day. Okay. I told him I needed time, so we took a week apart. That's good. That's right. After that, we talked again, and he went back to saying he wasn't ready for marriage and needed to work on himself, so we officially ended things. For context, our relationships were genuinely healthy. We were best friends, no cheating ever, and I know he loved me. We had so much in common, and I truly had no doubt he was truly in love with me. I did go through a lot during our relationships, losing my dad, being in school full-time and not working, some mental health struggles, and he said those things contributed to his decision. He also said that we were both ice and ice, meaning we were both more calm, introverted. He said he needed someone more fire to balance out the fire and ice relationship style. Jesus. So your relationships wasn't that healthy, right? A couple months later, he got into a new relationships. Now he's already talking about marriage and planning future with her, which feels completely opposite of what he told me about needing time alone. What really threw me is just I found out he went to Costa Rica, the exact place we were supposed to get married, with his new girlfriend and friends. They went the same weekends our wedding was supposed to happen. And even stayed at the venue Airbnb we had booked. I should put another music here, some like, I don't know, Star Wars. I just feel really confused and honestly kind of shocked that he would do something like that. I don't understand how someone can go from I need to be alone and work on myself to jumping into something serious that quickly and then doing something that feels so confusing. Has anyone been through something similar or have any perspective on this? Um, so, look, if he started relationships so fast, I can assume that he did start them where you were together. But he didn't have enough bravery to tell you that. And when things comes too close to the wedding, that's where he decided, no, I cannot do this for her. I need to stop it. And that's because, like, you see, he's telling that we both ice and ice, right? And I needed someone more fire to balance. How does he know that? He probably experienced something with another girl, which was fire in their relationships. And that's how he understood that he need fire instead of an ice. And the thing that 2-3 months is, he got into new relationships and now he's talking about marriage. How much time? Like, so let's calculate, 8 months before the wedding, they breaking up. Then what? Then week they were without each other. A couple months later, 2-3 months, he got into a new relationship. So okay, let's say he didn't date her before. He didn't cheat. Let's say this. No cheating ever. You don't know that. I'm sorry, honey, but you don't know that. So it means after 5 months of relationships, he decided to use all these wedding things to marry her. Honestly, I don't think he just met her. I think he met her before. And relationships with her was very passionate because it's a new girl, you know, it's like all these butterflies in the stomach. And he just lost his head. And that's where he realized that he need more fire. He do not understand that this fire will not end up well a little bit later. So, it's okay. First, I want to say to the OP that why on earth you know all of that? Why you still living his life? That's the main question. Why you even know all of that? You guys broke up, right? You guys broke up. Why you know all this stuff? You should already cross him off your life, your social media, and etc. etc. Just wipe him out of your life. Why you still know that he's starting new relationships, that he's getting married, where he's getting married? How you find out and why? So that's my main question. I see that OP here, she's trying still, maybe she still have some hopes that they will get back together, so she's still tracking his life. But that's very bad path. Start, girl, I know it's hurt. Give yourself a week or two on crying things out, on struggle. Please block him everywhere, please. Because I feel that after some time he might get back to her. So please block him everywhere. Ask your friends, like common friends, to not mention his name, to not talk about him. You need to wipe his out of your life. And then what you're doing, you crying it out, and then you going to make up your life. Going to the gym, trying to get yourself a fit, start to live a happy life. Let's see what other people recommend. What a horrible reality for you to be dealing with. I agree. I'm sorry this is happening to you. I really think you should get some therapy and do the hard and painful work to look at what really happened in your relationship. That's true. Yeah, that's a great advice. While you're going through therapy, get some girlfriend and go out on vacation. That's a great advice. But not at the beginning. After a few months of therapy, because now it will be just distraction. She needs to go on vacation when she will be ready for that. When she will go through all this pain And when her body, all that her body will need it is just rest and restore after all these emotions, that's where a good time to go on vacation. We did the Airbnb book, but we both had put money into it and he still went. I didn't know how he would do that. Did you get reimbursed for any money you paid? No, I did not. Why? You should ask for your money back since he went with his girlfriend. The audacity, of course. Go get your money back, girl. It's like you're paying for her to fucking be there. I agree. This is beyond disrespectful. You don't need to say anything to him besides requesting the money back. Yeah, not consider, do that. And use this money to go on vacation by yourself later. Contact him to ask your money back. He shouldn't go there with his side piece after leaving you for her and telling you he wanted to work on himself. Yeah, I think he found her before. He found her before. I agree with this too. I agree that you should not... It is possible that he was cheating all along, sure. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't think... I agree that she should not consider focus on money now, but what she can do is ask somebody to demand his money back. Not by herself, because it will hurt. $10 bet this new girl was around before you broke up. I agree. I'm sorry, OP. Hugs to you. Block, delete, therapy, and move on. Yep. I do not believe either that he is gonna marry some girl right after 5 months. Corniest shit I ever heard. I agree. Babe, he was cheating. Come on, you know this already. Of course. She was already in the picture. 100%. 100%. And he planned all this, I think. He planned all this over. He knew he doesn't want to marry this girl, but he already proposed for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he planned because they were engaged for 3 years. So maybe when he was proposing, he was thinking that, yeah, he wants her to be wife. But then he probably met some girl, which is fire. He realized that, no, this mood swings is much better than stable, good partner, so fuck her. But she already started to plan everything. So he's like, but since everything planned, maybe I will marry this girl. So it's oh my god, it's so rough. It's so I feel bad for this girl. I really, a lot of hugs for her, a lot of love for her, and you go, girl. You can do that. You can do that. We all went through not cheating, but breakups, and nobody died from that. Okay, I cannot say that nobody died from that, but a lot of people went through this and they're fine. So you can do this too. Each of you can do this. It will be hard. Yes, it will be hard. But you can do this. And also don't forget to not, in any case, do not suppress your emotions. Cry. Cry. Get mad. Beat up the pillow. But do not suppress your emotions. How to let go of someone I'm genuinely attached to. Again. We're together for 5-6 months and off, and there were fights and distances between. Then we always found our way back to each other. Anyhow, I have anxious attachment style and he's avoidant one. Nowadays, I feel like he's taking me granted and know I'll come back anyhow, and has started being very casual about things. Since morning today, I'm being ignored without proper answers. He isn't responding to my calls as well and is ignoring my texts too for now. You're just fucking up with my brain now, and I know I shouldn't be so desperate, but I just can't help it now. Yeah, I know. This is anxious attachment. This is... people really struggle with that. So in her head, basically, she's scared so much to be with him. She even it could be not the love of your life, but anxious attachment, when you constantly need assurance from your partner and you have no idea how you're gonna live without him. Even though, again, it's not the love of your life. The more I try to focus on something else, the more I circle back to the situation. Why I realize I should give him space, but he also know how anxious I get in such situations. This might not last long, but I don't have the guts to block him now. I know if these things continue, I'll end up being hurt even later, but I'm not able to take a step back. I've tried to communicate the issue to him many times. Girl, don't communicate with him. It's not an issue. He's just using you. He's emotionally draining with you because he sees that it works. In general, it gets sidelined or closed without any certain answer. Any suggestions how to get courage knowing this anyways might not last longer, so I should better close the door now? I've always kept my self-respect and ego aside to save this, but now I'm tired as F. Focus on your life. Focus on your life and try to, if you have anxious attachment, first it's better to go to the therapy. Second, you're 23 years old female. There should be another guys that hit on you, and you can, for now, just use one of them. It's not like use one of them, but just talk more with them to switch, to stop being scared. It's not a solution. It's not a good solution, but till you not go through the therapy, that's the only solution, I think, for anxious attachment. Usually anxious attachments is when you do not believe that you can be loved, and you always constantly need proof from your partner that you can be loved, that he loves you, and whenever he's in a bad mood or whenever he's not responding to you in the same second, you start to think like, oh my god, he doesn't like me anymore, he doesn't care. So usually this kind of situations happening when your parents got divorced, because when your parents got divorced, the pattern that you learn is that love is very fragile, that it can end up any second. Today your parents are today everything is good with your parents, tomorrow they divorcing, and you're like, oh my god, so love is not something stable. It can be gone any second, and you live in this mode when every second you expect that your partner will stop loving you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my world, so I know about that. But it's fine. There is a solution for that. First is therapy. Second, so basically, on my opinion, again, I'm not a therapist. So I'm just a person who went through a lot, but I'm not a therapist. On my opinion, she need to focus now. She need to give him space, of course, to leave him alone. I would suggest forever, but for now, she need to spend more time with herself and focusing to find where this anxiety came from. At what point you start to feel that the person can stop love you at any second? At what time it happened? Maybe it was in school. Maybe somebody cheated on her, or maybe her friend abandoned her and became friends with another girl, and that's when she learned that people can just abandon you, and now she have this constant fear of abandonment, you know. So I would suggest here to start digging inside. Why I'm anxious? Where did it start? When first time I felt anxious? What was happening there? Like you know, like things like that. And focus on herself. That's what will help. Like, okay, dude, you go far away and just go inside. What's happening? Like, okay, now what? I want to text him. I want to call him. Why I want to call him? Why I have need to call him? Because what? Because otherwise I will think that he's not loving me. Okay, what if he's not loving me? What will happen? Will my life change drastically? Nope. Then why I'm scared of that? Why I'm scared of that? When first time it happened? Like, you know, like this. Like, you need really to dig into yourself all the time. Ask yourself questions till you not find the root cause. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, girl. My boyfriend said his ideal type is the opposite of me. I like this type of guys. So you're dating a woman and you telling her that his perfect type is opposite of me, then why the heck you doing with me? You poor creature. I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year now. I'm 23 female and my boyfriend is 24 male. Early in our relationships, he told me that his usual type has always been Russian Slavic girl. Why Russian? Just Slavic girls. I'm a Slavic girl. I'm Ukrainian. So I'm his usual type. With blonde hair. Oh no, I don't have blonde hairs. And blue eyes. For context, I'm neither Russian nor Slavic. If you're neither Russian, good for you. Not Slavic. And I don't fit that physical description at all. He also mentioned he had several Russian girlfriends in the past. He has reassured me that I'm his only type now and that his past preferences don't matter anymore. Then why on earth are you talking about that? To make your partner hurt? And that he really loves and adores me and all of this was in the past. I believe this. He's a really good guy, caring guy. I consider myself a confident and an attractive person, but secretly this has been bothering me for the entire year. I can't seem to shake the feeling of being compared to his ideal. I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest, and I know I'm not the only girl who has been through stuff like this. So, first, people, can you tell me what the point to tell your partner that your type is actually the opposite type? Or what your type at all if it's not your partner? Like, what the point? To make your partner feel insecure or what? Or he told her that so that she became Slavic person, I don't know, moved to Ukraine or what? What the point? That's what, like, always pissing me off. Like, why are you doing that? Why you hurt on purpose your partner? He also mentioning he had several Russian girlfriends in the past. Maybe he was saying what he was saying, that maybe he had several Russian girlfriends, maybe he had only Russian girlfriends. So that's why he thinks that it's his usual type. And honestly, I'm thinking I think that she's a bit dramatized here, honestly, because he told me that his usual type. He didn't say that his ideal type is Slavic girl. His usual type. So that's probably just the girl that he usually went out with. Because that's how it happened. He met one Russian girl, he liked her. It's just coincidence. And then he met another Russian girl, he liked her. I don't know how people can like Russian girlfriends, but anyway. And he just realized that that's his pattern. That's his type. He didn't end up with any of that girls. So it means it's not that his type. So I think she's a bit overthinking here, honestly. He told me that his usual type. It's fine. It's like I will tell my fiance I always dated Ukrainian guys because I'm from Ukraine. He's my first American guy. And it's like I will tell him, oh, like usually I was dating Ukrainian guys. It doesn't mean that they're my type. It doesn't mean that the Ukrainian guy is my ideal type. I would say this is the opposite. So, but it doesn't mean that I comparing him. It doesn't mean that my ideal guy is Ukrainian. No. My ideal type is my current type. My fiance for now is my ideal type. So I think she's a bit overthinking, actually. He just meant that he used to date usually Russian girlfriends, and that's all. Don't see a problem here. Why do dudes say shit like that? No, it's fine. He didn't like the title is not related. Again, he didn't anywhere. He didn't say ideal. His usual type. Because he usually dated Russian girls. That's all. He didn't mean that that's his type. keep in mind there is absolutely no good reason for your boyfriends to say this. Yes and no. No. He could say this just as an information. Yeah, I agree that why would you say this? What the reason why you say this? But I don't see danger in this phrase. I don't know, guys, girls, text me in the comment. What do you think? I feel like everything here is very overturned and dramatized. I don't see the big problem here. Everyone at one point had their own ideal types, but it doesn't mean necessarily that they want that's what's best for you. However, it is not necessary at all to even share that. I agree with that. We all have our perfect type, right? And this all usually, like, we're discussing appearance here. We all have the perfect appearance type. But it doesn't matter, as he said, that if you meet a person like that you'll be happy. Tell your boyfriend that he is not as hot as Slavic men as well. They're not hot, come on. Nah, girl, I bet you are beautiful. Don't let your boyfriend shatter that from you. Yeah, I agree. But also, again, he didn't tell that it's his ideal type. Maybe he was just saying like, oh, you know, my usual type, I usually get to date, like Russian girls. But you are so great and like first time in my life I'm dating not Russian girl, like something like that. Maybe that was the context. Your type is the superficial appearance of the stranger who catches your eyes as you walk down the street. I don't understand. I truly do not understand. Also, blonde hair for Russian is rather rare. That's true, actually. He's into Insta girls with bleach hair, injections, and fillers. Blonde is more Belarus, and there is too little representation of them in social media to think, man, that. Yeah, it's actually, that's true. That's very rare cases when it's naturally blonde hair. I'm Russian. No, blonde hair is more common in Ukraine. No. No, it's not. In Ukraine, more common, just lighter hair. Like, you see my hair is dark brown, right? And my friend's hair, this is what the most common in Ukraine, when it's like very, very light brown, but it's not blonde. I don't like how Russian women are portrayed in Western movies, blonde, lots of fillers, and wearing furs. Brr. That's actually how the most of them look like, for a second. It's a stereotype. It's not stereotype, dude. Go to the Russian girls' Instagram. They all blonde with the big lips and big boobs. Okay, it's all go in some weird way. Growing older and maturing is realizing none of this stuff really matters. That's true. You can be complete opposite type, but he will fall in love with you like a crazy. Girl. I don't think that's... Oh, wait. Did somebody finally pay... Did somebody finally pay attention to what I'm saying? Look. Wait. I think the problem is him using ideal type instead of usual type. No, he said usual type, not ideal type. Why are you doing this, people? But says ideal. She said that ideal type. She called it a few times ideal, but when she quoted him, he said usual type. Doesn't mean ideal type. Jesus. If behavior is language, is he just not into me anymore? Together 25 years. Whoa, guys, good job. Married 22 years. I'm female 43 and he's male 46. Oh, wow. So you like married at 21 and 18. Dealing with his erectile dysfunction for about 6 years. Over the last decade, there has been a lot of times he gone outside of my boundaries with the way he talked to other women online. But this last time is the one I will tell you about. He works nights, I work days. His choice to make it either with the kids. Makes sense. 2 months ago, I tried to take him to bed before he went to work. He couldn't get an erection no matter what I tried. I knew he hadn't taken his medication, so I shrugged it off. What does shrugged it off means? The next night, he was off, tried again, and he had taken his medication but lost his erection inside of me, which happens often. Tried to handle it best I could. 46, a bit early, maybe. I don't know what the statistics saying. The next night he was able to complete the task, but it was solely for his benefit. At no point in these 3 nights did I get any attention to my benefit. A week later, he sent me a text in the middle of the night saying, "I love you." Then in the morning, he had climbed into bed and held me, but for some reason my hackles went up. What is hackles? A week later, he sent me a text in the middle of the night saying, "I love you." Then in the morning, he had climbed into the bed and held me, but for some reason my hackles went up. I'm sorry. People, I need to Google what is hackles went up. I'm still learning what is hackles went up means. Means someone suddenly became alert, defensive, or suspicious. Okay, yeah, that was pretty obvious for the context. When he went into the bathroom, I grabbed his phone. In his spam, block messages, Google Message, Android things, there was 2-hour conversation. He texted her first. She mentioned he's having a wife and kids immediately. He reviewed the days and times he was free for sex. Said he didn't need to use a condom because he had a vasectomy. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I need to respond on one of these. I'm sorry. Microphone, I'm sorry. So this is a scammers and I really don't know what to do with them. This is annoying because like my number did belong to somebody before and I keep getting calls for all the reasons, like some Vax center, Honda dealership center. Now it's oh my god, it's so much stuff. So much stuff. Sometimes it's just like scammers. Just, oh, you wanted some loan for something? I'm like, no, I don't. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Ask her for the picture she promised him. And then she asked for a photo and he sent one back. So he can in fact get hard at work for someone else. That's what we call cheating. Through a few nights of pretty much having to force him to talk to me about it, he said it was just talk and he never planned to meet her, of course. Claimed he commented on a picture on Facebook and she messages him. He didn't want to. She forced him to talk with her and sent the photo of his wiener, but he didn't want to. And she messaged him and it got out of hand. He also apparently masturbates. That's cool. To Instagram videos 3 times a week at work. I told him it is obviously that I'm not what he's attracted to. He swears I am. But doesn't all of this just confirm that I'm not? Really, girl? Really? That's what you're concerned about? if he's still attracted to you or no. So you're fine with him talking to another woman, sending her pictures, discussing when he have time for free sex. That's fine. That's fine. Does he still attracted to me? Jesus. Like, can somebody explain me what's wrong with these people? Why you still care about that? I don't understand. I truly do not understand. Why are you still with him at all? It's cheating. It's called cheating. And look at that. Having to force him to talk to me about it. Because he's such a close guy. He like I should put some effort in order to make him talk to me like that. Talk to me about that. Oh my god, poor guy. He probably got so freaked out. Why you even care about this? Why are you still with him? I don't understand these people. Okay, let's see. There are some situations sometimes when people too long together, right? And it's really painful and it's really uncomfortable to get divorced, right? And sometimes you really do not have opportunity to get divorced because it's expensive, because they're having kids, and how she's gonna manage kids. She's not mentioning what age kids. In this case, I would suggest next, if your husband cheating and you cannot divorce him for some reason, like you have nowhere to live, you have no money, like whatever reason, then you just come to your husband and telling him, so honey, I saw the messages, I saw that you're interested in other women, so it means that we have open relationships. You probably just forgot to tell me. It's fine, I can accept that. So it means we have open relationships, so okay, then I'm gonna talk with other guys too. That's all. And it's not for discussion, because he will start, no, I didn't mean to meet her, I didn't mean to have sex with her. That's fine, that's okay. That's not for discussion. You made these relationships open, so please be responsible for that. Now, since this moment, our relationships is open, and I'm willing to date whoever I want to. That's it. That's all. Because all this BS that he started, like, he'd never planned to meet her. He commented on picture and she messaged him. And his poor guy didn't find another solution than just to respond her and send her pictures. Like, I'm having similar problem. Boyfriend of 9 years is the same way. We haven't had sex in 7 years. Jesus Christ. Claims he can't get it up, but one night I caught him pleasuring himself to porn because I got up to use the bathroom. We haven't went to bed together in years. It's kind of like, it's not in relationships. He doesn't work, so he's doing things when I go to... He doesn't work? Why are you still with him? No sex, he doesn't work, why are you still with him? There is no intimacy, no sex, no kissing, no romance, nothing. Then why are you still with me? He said that he loves me when he goes out or I go to bed, but yeah, doesn't feel that way. Guess what? He loves you because he lives with you, and probably since he doesn't work, you're the main provider there. So that's why he's telling that he loves you. Yeah, it's about being a mother, yeah. This hits hard. That's rough. Sounds like you've been dealing with a lot. Just know, he just made these relationships open. That's it. No discussions. Girl, I'm sorry, but that's a red flag bigger than a beach towel at a pool party. If he's not putting in the effort to respect their boundaries, it's time to have a serious converse, or maybe even consider if this is what you want long term. You deserve better. Yes, I kind of agree. But again, like you see, it's sometimes if the person is great, if everything is good, she's not telling about what kind of relationship they have. if they have other, like, if besides sex everything is good, because if everything is good, they have both comfortable schedule, then just switch to the open relationships. It's obviously that he doesn't have erection problems with other women. It's obviously. So just start to like date another guys. That's it. I see only this solution here. Okay, people, I need some break. Thank you for visiting my stream. If you like it, please like and subscribe. There will be more, much more, because it's fun. It's not like fun, but I feel like I also finding some answers for myself here. So I do appreciate all these people posting their stories. We can learn something from the stories, you know. So yeah. But regarding this case, somebody please text me what's for it is. Anyway, thank you people for coming to my stream. Like and subscribe, and there will be more.